I'm Matt Bishart with REIT.com. Joining me here at NAREIT's headquarters for the CEO Spotlight is Debra Cafaro, Chairman and CEO of Ventas. Deb, thanks so much for joining us.
It's great to be here, thanks.
Now, your company, as well as many others in the healthcare sector, continue to be active on the acquisition front.
Yes.
Do you anticipate the pace that we've seen to keep up, and are the same types of assets in the highest demand?
Well, as you know, Ventas has grown from about a $200 million equity cap about 12 years ago to $20 billion equity, 30+ billion enterprise value. And we will have completed by year end $25 billion in acquisitions since 2004. So the pace has been quite heated, I would say. And we are in a great sector where external growth is really a very significant part of our value proposition for investors. And the market is just ripe for additional continued transition of assets from private hands to public hands, as we've seen in the REIT sector over the past couple of decades. And specifically, the U.S. healthcare real estate market is a $1 trillion market. It's fragmented, it's dynamic, there's multiple sectors, and it is only owned maybe 15% tops by all the public REITs combined. So I do believe that domestically we have a great continued opportunity, and the REITs like Ventas are starting to expand internationally, and that provides other markets for us to continue to grow and evolve and diversify our holdings over time.
And picking up on that theme of international expansion, can you talk a little bit about your vision for Ventas internationally? What types of markets, what types of regions you expect to grow in?
Well, we've just made our first international investment in the UK. Very excited about that. We partnered up with Spire, which is the second largest private hospital operator in the UK. We acquired 3 hospitals there, great market share, 2 times coverage, long-term leases, and Spire recently, after our deal, completed a very successful IPO, and so now has a £1 billion equity cap, and we would love to do more business with Spire. And we do see growing in the UK because it's a well-established democracy, it has excellent demographics, it has policy that is very supportive of healthcare assets, and it's also a country where you have very efficient capital markets, so we can borrow and raise money very efficiently there. And there are a few other countries like that where we would target additional investing. By the end of this year, Ventas will have about 5% of its expected NOI from international sources, Canada and the UK.
And lastly, Deb, obviously interest rates are all over the news, and there continues to be speculation. Are they going to stay the same? Are they going to go up? As a REIT CEO, how do you manage for this uncertainty?
Well, this uncertainty has been upon us for at least 4 years. We've gone through extraordinary times with the financial crisis and then the recession and quantitative easing, and we still sit here every year over the past 4 years. We've all predicted that interest rates would rise, and yet they've been persistently low, defying almost all of the smart money. So the way that we position ourselves at Ventas is, first and foremost, we stagger our debt maturities. We have continued to try to hit the capital markets opportunistically to push out maturities and continue to drive down our borrowing costs, which we've done very significantly, and which in turn drive free cash flow for shareholders, which drives total return and increasing dividends. And we still find ourselves in a great opportunity to do that, and we want to make sure that when rates do rise, which eventually they will, Ventas will be very well positioned with long-term low rates and not a lot of debt maturities coming down the pike. And so I think we'll be able to continue to take advantage of these markets. And we have been very fortunate so far, and it's been very good for our shareholders.
Deb, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more on this and other REIT news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.